To the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
They'll start here with Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. Near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen's throw is complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Von Miller. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Peyton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check 3. Listen. Check 55 to mine. Check 55.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
53 is the mark. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 53 is mine. Check 53 is mine. Get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 49, check 49. Go, go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
53 is the mark. Time to go, night-night.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
53, check 53. Hey. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. He's coming.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, check right. Watching it fly. Come on. Kill. Check 26.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ryan Shazier. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Wildfield.
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. They set up the screen to Peyton. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Stenerud able to put this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll...
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still blends me all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align with move.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready? Stop your body.
On first down, Jackson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an All-Pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
53, Mike, 53. Tighten up. Pull it together. 53, Mike.
Now Cunningham steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw on second down, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And on the tackle, Kevin Greene, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Greene taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. See, I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Greene play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Cunningham to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
We ain't giving them nothing. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Kenny Houston, the Hall of Famer, in on the tackle there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 45's the mic. Hey, here we go. 45, 45, 45.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 45's the mic. Check. Oh, here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hayward. Tighten up. Check 9, check 9.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Check. No. Off. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Out, out, out. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hatchet. 61. Max box. Right. Off.
To throw is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles a nice estate. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Yeah. Here we go. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor.
Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go, G. 45. 45 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
45, Mike, 45. Come on, 45.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Check Mike 45. Kermit. Go. I got him. He's mine. 45 to Mike.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Good dance. Go. Check 4. Yup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
That's what I do. Check it backer. Check. Check 52. Check 37. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Bruce Smith. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Buying time to his left. And the catch made by Johnson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
45 to Mike. Pick it up. 45 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say this.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
3 buzz. 10. Jack.
On first down, Peyton. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Bring it.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Jackson. Now he's forced out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Slam. Wall. Get wall.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darnell Dockett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Rice, 68 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to get the Colts first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are low through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's a loss of 7, and now it's third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Cunningham dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Jackson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, That's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get